Good evening, gamers, and welcome back to Hellstormwargaming. My name is Mikey, and thank you so much for tuning in. It's the Monday show. It's back. There's 40k drama to talk about, and it feels and tastes so good. But welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. It's a special stream because I'm 30. It's my birthday stream. Applaud me in chat. Applaud me. Hooray. But welcome to the stream. We've got lots and lots of stuff to talk about. It feels like everyone's been snoozing in January, and we're finally back doing the thing we know and love, talking about gossip. But welcome. All right, Tom's just pointing out, it's my birthday tomorrow, but I don't stream on a Tuesday. It's my birthday today, okay? It'll also be my birthday on Wednesday, because I'll be streaming Wednesday, and I might even be streaming Friday, depending how this goal goes. Hello, member goal. If you want to support the channel, become a member as little as £1.99 above. Let's get to 375 today. That'd be so sick. Well, welcome. Hello. How are you doing? Hope you're all good. Welcome and hello. Let me say hello to you in chat if you are tuning in live. Thank you so much. If you're not watching this live, thank you for watching it back. Leave a comment down below and let me know what you're up to while you're watching this back. Are you painting? Are you building models? Are you on the toilet having a big nasty one? That would be great. That would be cool of you. I'd be like, well done. Drop it like it's hot. That's what I'll say. Well done. Okay. Holy shit, Brennan Duck! Bro! Look at the number go! Brennan, thank you so much for the 20 gifted! Mate, 20 gifted! That's like £100! And in American dollars, it's even more! What a fucking boy. Thank you so much. That's so kind of you. Oh my god. 20 gifted. If you've just been gifted membership, make sure you join our Discord. You can join for free for 30 days. You get early access to videos. You get member-only content. You get to join the Discord, which is member-only for most part. Some of it's free. The boring bit's free. The good bit is member-only. And it's all thanks to Brendan Dog. You get free for 30 days. Hell fucking yeah, dude. What a day. What a way to start the stream. What a way to start. Look at that, baby. Thank you so much, Brennan Duck. If you've just been gifted a membership, so if your name is Stu, Angron, Mike, Krakataka. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, but we're not on Twitch. Tay, Master Mouse, Mr. Green, Inconvenient Truth, Matthew, Tio the Toaster, Katia Santos, Big Cheese, Rusty, Bronco, Kozak, Tommon, Jurassic, Lehman, Alec,
gifted member,
Reza. Make sure you say thank you. Make sure you say thank you to Brendan Duck. It's my birthday, yeah. Steve, it's my birthday today. I'm celebrating early, okay? I'm celebrating, 5 hours early. I think that's probably okay. Because tomorrow, I'm going to do nothing, okay? I'm not doing anything. I'm staying away from the internet. I'm just going to be me and my new game, probably.
Gifted member.
But let me say hello, but again, a massive thank you to Brendan Duck. 20 gifted. Holy shit, bro. Okay. If you can't afford to become a member, that's totally fine. You can like this stream and share it with your friends as well. That would be super cool for you to do. And that supports the channel as well. Gets the algorithm going. You can leave a comment, like post in the chat being like, I'm poor, sorry. And that I'll be like, you know what? Fair. If someone came in chat and said, I'm not giving a membership because I'm poor, I'd be like, you know what, bro? I feel you. You know, and I'd be like, you are the biggest G, okay? You are the biggest G, okay?
Remember.
On time, Storm. It's my birthday. I'm allowed to be on. This is the one time I'm going to be on time. I'm never going to be on time again, okay? So enjoy it. After this, I'm 31. I'm 30 now, technically, kind of, tomorrow. I'm 30 tomorrow. Then after that, I'm 31. I'm basically dead, okay? I'm basically, like, look at all them boomer YouTubers there are. I'm one of them now. You know, all these Warhammer YouTubers that are really boring. Member. I'm the boomer. I'm just the boomer, bro. That's what happens. Surprised you can still use a computer. Look, I'm gonna wait for my kid to come over and do it for me. Right? I don't know how to turn it on. How do you turn it on? I'm on the phone. How do you turn it on? Can you come over and show me? That's just boomer energy these days.
Gifted member.
Boomer energy these days is not them not understanding. It's them going, That's how you do it. You do this, and this. Okay. I can't do that. Can you come over and do it?
Gifted member.
Shut up. But that's me. I'm one of them. Boomer man. Younger than my younger brother. Well, you... Justice, what do you want me to say? you want me to sit here and call you a boomer? Is that what you want? Is that what you want? You want me to say, haha, you're old? And so's your younger brother? The way you tickled that member goal was hot. Look at it.
Gifted member.
Why is it down to 2? Look, we need to make it work again. We need to gift. Someone needs to gift a membership to warm it up. Okay, it's got cold. Come on, come on. Someone have to do it.
Gifted member.
Ah, happy birthday! Thank you, Lone Wolf. Appreciate you. I'm cleaning the set on my new paint office. Well, it's about time, Lambo. Okay, it's about time.
Gifted member.
I'm paying some Skaven. Nice. I've actually got some Old World right in front of me. Very exciting. Maggie's gonna have to make this a historic wargaming channel now. It's true.
Rejoined.
It's true. Okay, we're going to do Flames of War and Bolt action. That's it. Okay, that's all we got. That's all we got. But if you are a Discord member, some of you might know what I'm about to show. But I was actually very lucky because I got a present from the Discord. Look, some people who come on live streams and insult me might actually like me.
Member.
Maybe because the last time Discord got together and bought me a present. They bought me 4... You can't see it. Let me hide the chat. Let me hide the chat. They bought me... It's behind this helmet. They bought me Fallout, the board game, for some reason. I don't know why. I still don't understand. I still don't understand why, but they did. They bought me Fallout. But I think they've got together and gone, actually, we should get Mikey a nice present for his birthday. Because Mercenary Q, along with a bunch of other people in Discord, got me a Necrosphinx. Ah!
Rejoined.
Oh my god, look how pretty it is. Look how cool it is. Also, Decknell, thank you so much for the gifted, man. Thanks so much. Swarm Daddy, make sure you say thank you. Look at that. We got the Necrosphinx, baby. We got the Necrosphinx. How's the old world? I've played a game now. I've actually played a game. And I've filmed it, like not like a battle report, but I've like filmed my experience. Gonna tell you all about it this week, okay? We've got a Necrosphinx, which is pretty hype. And then it also builds a Tomb King and a Kemrian War Sphinx. These are out of stock everywhere. I don't know how they got one, okay? I don't know how they got hold of it. So I think on Wednesday, we're going to be painting the Necrosphinx or the War Sphinx. I've got ideas for a conversion. But Lambo has actually really kind of also got me.
You leveled up. Welcome to the Dirty 30s Club.
Patrick, thank you so much for the £2, man. I really appreciate you. You're a star. Thank you so much, mate. You're a legend. Yeah, so Lambo actually bought me one of these as well. So it builds 2 kits. So I don't know which one to build first. I'm very lucky. But then I couldn't help myself. I actually managed to... I bought this for myself. This is just me being special. I bought some Tomb Guard as well. I'm all in. Chat, I'm all in. Can I donate to go back to 40k? The stream's about 40k. I'm just telling you, I got my models from 2003. I never owned these ones. I only had the shit metal ones. So I'm very hyped to look at these. Okay. But I did have the Necrosphinx. I said, like, me and Elliot didn't really play fantasy together. However, we did start playing Age of Sigmar together. And Elliot bought a Bloodthirster, okay, off the shelf. We used to play every week. And he bought a Bloodthirst off the shelf, and because he had a demon army already, and he built it meticulously at the venue whilst I was at work, I think. And then we had a game of Age of Sigmar that evening, okay? And I was like, well, I don't have an Age of Sigmar army, but I've got my Tomb Kings, and they've got rules now. And one of the models I was using was the Necrosphinx, okay? And it had a very, very funny rule. If you rolled 2 6s to hit with your 4 attacks, you destroyed the unit that you're in combat with, on the model you're in combat with. And I turned 1 charge on Necrosphinx and rolled 2 6s to hit in combat against his Bloodthirster that he spent 2 hours building and chopped his head off. Okay? Just chopped his head straight off. It was very funny. Also, if one more person calls me clickbait, okay, I will make it members only chat. Okay? And if you're a member complaining, shut up. I do the same thing every week. It's half an hour of talking about what's going on. Then I'll talk about the drama. I don't talk about the drama as soon as I cut turn live. No one will be here to listen. Shut up. Shut up. I'm calling you out, Stephen Russell and Warp Spider. I will ban you. Shut up. It's not clickbait. I do the same thing every week. I want to talk about Tomb Kings and that time that I made Elliot spend £70 on a model and I killed it turn 1. All right? That's what I want to do. It's funny. It's funny. He spent £70 and killed it turn 1. Shut up. I'm not clickbait. I'm banning clickbait from the chat. I'm banning clickbait. The first half of the title is debate. It's true. That's true. Let him have his half an hour show then before he gets to the beat. He's love it, right? We love you because of clickbait. It's like going to a nightclub to get spiked. Exactly, okay? Actually, no, don't. Okay, sure. Anyway, so I'm very excited to build the Necrosphinx because I want to play fantasy against Elliot because he was like, I am tempted to play the Bretonians, actually. Because Elliot was actually meant to be in the painting video that released on Saturday night. You might have seen it. It's a very cool video. Very, very cool. It's very cool and very epic. You might have seen it. This video here, great video. Actually hilarious, okay? Not just because I made it. It is just hilarious. I'd highly recommend going and watching it because I think you'll enjoy it. It's very, very fun. It's a 20-minute fucking about with the boys video, okay? It's not a tutorial about painting. It's not telling you how to play Old World. It's five lads in a room fucking about all day. It's very good, okay? However, Elliot was supposed to be in that video because he was like part of the, he was supposed to be like the lead instead of Louis. Louis did a great job, obviously, but he was supposed to be the lead. But this happened on the way. This is Elliot's tire on the way to the painting video. As you can see, it got mega fucked, okay? It got mega fucked. It was really bad. So anyway, we had Mark fill in, but Elliot still wants to play the Bretonians, and I told him that the Necrosphinx has killing blow, and then he was very scared and screamed, which is very funny. But we did have Mark, who's in chat, fill in the gap, which was like really, really good of him, and he did great. Okay, he was really good. I didn't watch it as soon as it was bait. Get late, listen, I will fight you. Then Gaff Mark was behind the curtain. It was great. Hey, Jamati, thanks to the team, mate. Might be. Did he try to drive with the handbrake on? Listen, I did that one time, okay? I left it on one click, okay? I left it on one click one time, okay? Last time I give Steve a lift ever. Need more videos like that. It was a great video. I had a lot of fun. And I think the video is really good. It took me a while to put together, but I think the video is like really, really good. And maybe you should go watch it. I would be very, very chuffed. I would be very, very chuffed. However, drama time. All you guys calling me clickbait in chat, dare you call me clickbait again? Dare you? Go on, one person say clickbait. I dare you. I dare you. I reckon Elliot slashed himself to get out of the challenge. Maybe. The drama, chat. You might remember, because I was editing all day Friday to make this Old World video, I didn't stream on Friday night like I normally would. Techno, sorry mate, you're the first one. Sorry, bro. Timed out. Techno, you were a real one. You fell for the real clickbait. You fell for the real clickbait, Deckno. Let's get an F in chat for Deckno. F in chat. He took one for the team there. I said, dare you call me clickbait, and he did. He did. F in chat for Deckno. Get in that solid 60 seconds. Got him. Got him. Try me again. Deckno, I love you, but you fell for it. I was waiting for a great end to do. They're going to get a full ban. Like perma ban. You got 60 seconds. You're lucky. You might remember that I didn't actually stream on Friday evening. I streamed on Saturday morning instead because we had the Dark Angels Codex. Woo! there it is. We had the Dark Angels credit. But there's drama that I had to talk about on Saturday morning. Let me tell you about it. Do you remember this? Warhammer.com, your order has been cancelled. Your refund is being processed at 9:16. I presume yesterday. Okay. Why is reselling site allows pre-orders beyond me? It's not. It's against the. It's against eBay's terms and conditions. This is for context. This is a message that someone had sent on eBay that got sent to me. Of basically a scalper getting their order cancelled. And that's very unfortunate. Thank you for kindly letting me know. As you can see there, so they purchased it for £300. So the scalper's orders have been cancelled. However, this isn't an isolated case, okay? You remember me saying that on Saturday? Call me Valrak because I've got my own Alfarius. I've got my own insider, okay? And this isn't an isolated case. I can't say much more, but let's just say it might not have been a one-off run. Do you remember me saying that on Saturday? It wasn't a one-off run. The fact that some orders have got cancelled. It's so true. My inside source was so true. Games Workshop tweeted today, the special edition of The End of Death Volume 3, the epic climax of the Siege of Terror series, is returning to sale soon. Like 2 weeks after it first went on sale. As you can see. Earlier this month, The End and Death Volume 3, the epic climax of the Siege of Terror series, came to pre-order, and the Emperor finally confronted its trade to restored horrors. As is the case with marquee release of Black Friday, the regular hardback edition was released alongside a spiffy special edition sporting a majestic leather effect with gold foil lettering and metal details, plus the author Dan Abnick's signature on the title page. With just 2,500 copies available, we expected exceptional demand and set a limit of 1 per customer on the web store to keep things fair and give as many fans as possible the chance to complete their collection. Unfortunately, we saw an influx of people trying to purchase multiple copies, some aiming to make a resale profit, underhanded tactics worthy of Erebus himself. Yawn. We are committed to only selling 1 per customer, so we've rejected any orders where purchasers tried to get more than 1 copy. Now, I told you this Saturday. Okay? I told you this Saturday. They knew. They were actually on it. When we first talked about this drama last week, I was like, they don't give a fuck. They do not care. They made their money. However, it looks like they do actually do a little bit of care because they were mocking them on Twitter. There was people posting that they had like 20 copies, just made $4,000. Just made $4,000 in about 30 seconds because of this stupid book that people want. But anyway, this has left us with extra stock, and the books will be going on sale at 4 on Wednesday. So if you do want a copy of The End and the Death Part 3, this is when they're going on sale. There's going to be less than 2,500 copies. The rumor is around 500 books are going on sale on Wednesday at 4 p.m. GMT. So make sure if you live elsewhere, you convert it where you need to be. But I think there's only about 500 copies going on available, which, just to warn you, it's going to be even harder to get than normal. Not just because of scalpers, it's because everyone who didn't get one and saw the price go up is going to try and get one anyway. Because even if a scalper's buying 20 and selling them, it's also worth one guy to buy one and flip that on its own for 250 quid extra profit, okay? So you have to be wary. If you do want one, try and get one at 4 o'clock. Get in the queue like an hour early if you can, or get it really early. But just be aware, because of the fact that it's sold so well, and then it's sold so high on eBay, every Tom, Dick, and Harry will probably want to get one, knowing that they can't buy multiple, and flip it for 250 quid profit. That is just like no-brainer, okay? So just make sure you are aware of that, okay? Make sure you're aware of that. They also added capture. They did add capture, so that the bots are going to have a especially hard time of typing one word in, which most bots can do these days. But they did have capture, which is good, because at least it's some sort of protection. It's great from GW, big W for them, but I wonder if they would have done it without the gloating from the scalpers. No, I don't know. I don't know, because obviously when I found out that they were going to be going back on sale and all the scalper orders were getting cancelled, this is post gloating, because I talked about it on stream. Okay. So who knows? Who knows? But that's the rumor. There's about 500 going on sale. people will want to buy one to flip it for 300 quid because it's easy money, okay? They've seen the schmucks buy one, right? Schmuck being you. Don't buy one for 300 quid. Try and get one on Wednesday, okay? Don't forget to like the community post and the stream. That's true, Dats and Des. Thank you for being a legend. Thanks. Don't we just love Dats and Des? Isn't he a great mod? Dats and Des is probably the best mod we've got in YouTube. He doesn't do so much in Discord. Already got my first round. Well done, Mandy. Mikey's saying we should scalp hard, but only one each. Hey, Dazran! Thank you so much for the 5 gifted. I think my member goals just crashed.
Member.
It didn't show a name. It just crashed out. Dazran, thank you so much for the 5 gifted, you absolute babe. Thank you. Jaffe Barra, Red Barn Games, Dorian Bashaw, Blank, that's why it crashed, and Castella. Make sure you say thank you for that gifted membership, and make sure you join our Discord if you haven't already. Do you think they capture hell with the Dark Angels box release? I know in the US it took about an hour to sell out. I don't think the Dark Angels actually sold out, right? You could still buy the Dark Angels box. Like I checked, like 2 hours after it went on sale. I think. I don't do anything in Discord. I'm not a mod because I'm never there. That's true. You are never in Discord. Discord is the best place to be, though. What book? The End and Death Volume 3. Go over Varex in his 100 scalp copies cancelled. Oh, brilliant. Yeah, that's what you got to be aware of. If you were wanting one and you're like, oh, thank God they're going back on sale, they're probably going to be just as hard to get. Okay, so make sure you get there. Deathwing OP. Deathwing are trash. I was checking for the first hour and it showed unavailable in the US after an hour. Don't forget, I think there's 2 different shipping locations, so they'll have a set amount of stock for the US compared to the UK. We found this out because I thought, I don't know why I thought, but I thought that like it was all one stock level for GW, but clearly it's not. They're sending loads of stock to the US first, which is why all the American previewers get everything before I do. I live half an hour or 45 minutes from Warhammer World. I get the preview stuff like a day before it comes out, and all the Americans have it 4 weeks early. Okay, it is bollocks. However, they obviously have it way early because we were looking at like the stock levels of like Old World when the first week of pre-order. Dark Angels out of stock now. Yeah, it's 3 days later though, isn't it? Can I click that and post it all over the internet so Manny wins a GT? I think Deathwing are decent. I think they're just way too expensive. If they get a point shop, then obviously, like I said on Saturday, I think all of the Dark Angel stuff feels very expensive. So I imagine they're going to get a point shop in the balance date slate. And if they don't, I'd be very surprised. Black Knights have plasma. That's true. They do have plasma. I completely forgot. Okay. Got Dark Angel sold out in about 2.5 hours. That sounds right. About 2.5 hours. Okay. I think it's okay. But anyway, Wednesday we're doing Old World painting stream. I stream every single Wednesday morning. If you work from home or you're in the office by yourself, you want some background noise, then do tune in. We do the morning news, which is like general news around the hobby and tabletop and gaming industry, because it's all things that I like. So news that I find interesting, I share with you, and then we do like a hobby or some sort of like Warhammer related thing. I thought they delivered previews in order of importance. Probably Congress do it. What do you think of all these damage 2 on Terminator instead of damage 3? If the points stay the same, it's brutal, mate. It's brutal. If the points like go back to what they were, then they're probably okay. I think Deathwing Knights are still really good, but like a 290 for 5 is crazy. He also discusses Taco Bell. That's a really interesting lawsuit. Okay, it's a really, really interesting lawsuit, the Taco Bell one. And I won't stand for this hate, Ginger Steve. If previews were in order of importance, Mikey would still be waiting for his copy of Leviathan. Listen, I will ban you, okay? I won't stand for this. Hey, it's my birthday, okay? It's my birthday stream. You have to be nice to me. You have to be like all these wonderful people that are gifting memberships or becoming members for the very first time. You can become members as little as £1.99 a month. We're trying to do an all-world live battle report. We are just 32 away. If each one of you... One in what? 6? 1 in 6.5 of you became a member, we would make the goal. And then a new goal will be there. It's not your birthday. Steve, I'm going to ban you. I'm 30 in like 4 hours. Shut up. Okay. All right. Let's talk about the LVO drama, shall we? Because it's 1927. That's 3 minutes early, everyone. That's 3 minutes early. Okay. No, not banned. I will ban you, Steve. I said I'm gonna ban you. I've not laughed at you saying you're banned. It's not my birthday, but it's my birthday stream. Okay? Unlike other YouTubers that just put a piece of text on screen that says, it's my birthday, leave a tip, and then fucks off. Alright? I don't do that. How could there be LVO drama? You didn't go. Right, Patrick, you're getting timeout. You're gonna have to get a timeout, mate. Alright. This segment of the stream is a big thank you to Trolling Cleaner. Thank you so much for the gifted membership, mate. Thank you so much for the gifted membership. It's my band day stream. If I stream till midnight, it's my birthday stream. Yes, I'm streaming till midnight. I'm going to play Power World after this, okay?
Member.
Thank you so much for the gifted Trolling Cleaner. You're a star. Be like Trolling Cleaner. I'm not great. I'm just cringe. I know on your green now. You have to remain green. I'll ban you from chat. Okay? Okay. This part of the stream is sponsored by Innes Wilson's Twitter. Because look at it. Isn't it glorious? It says, that face when you really should have screened your backfield to avoid the big monolith moment. Ooh, baby. Oh, baby. You might have heard that. Sponsored by HGK. Fuck. Well done. Well done. You might have heard about the Necron and Eldar final, but this just about sums it up. This just about sums it up. It was actually a pretty crazy game. I didn't watch it live. I did watch it back. Again, Wargames live streamed it on YouTube. You can go check them out. I'll leave a link when we get onto the stream in a second. But I just thought this picture was very funny. Because this is Folger, I believe his name is. I do apologize if I am butchering the pronunciation. But he's playing Craftworld against Matt Laura from Vanguard Tactics. He was playing Necrons. He was using Kuiper Craft Legion. And this pretty much summed up a lot of the game. Especially when this happened, which is the exact moment that we've just saw. So let me just leave a link in the... Oh, wrong one. Let me just leave a link in the chat to the stream so you know what we're watching. So you can go find it. Go subscribe to Wargames Live. This is the moment. This is from Wargames live stream because they streamed Frontline Gaming's LVO.
This is probably the last time this turn I will mention this, but the Wraithguard, all they did was
this is the monolith
one wound off of
in combat with an Incarn with 7 wounds remaining. Bearing in mind that this player, Folger, I'm going to say the Eldar player just because I don't want to butcher his pronunciation of his name. I'm going to say Eldar and Necron player just to be fair to both of them. I apologize for the terrible pronunciation. The Craftworld player is using the Incarn to fight the monolith. It has 7 wounds, okay? It is turn 2, meaning the Eldar player has a bunch of fate dice, and obviously the Incarn is d6 plus 1 damage, okay? 1 wound goes through. He flips one of the damage to a 6 automatically. Auto kills this monolith, okay?
It's probably not.
What's the damage?
I think that he might... I definitely think he wanted to keep them more centralized because all they did was go and kill that Cryptek that was, you know, in combat already. The Autarch is the one who got Imatech done.
Imatech just died to the Autarch.
2 wounds through.
2 6-ups.
If he makes both of these are huge, but if he fails 1, he's automatically dead. If he fails 2, he's dead without having to use a fate.
Oh my...
He went and made both saves, which is quite funny.
My God. Oh my God.
2 6-up armor saves. Not like a 5-up save or anything like that they needed. He did need a double 6 to survive.
He just made both 6-ups. He fails one, and the monolith dies. As it is, the monolith lives. Monolith lives, can shoot his backfield to pieces, can summon another unit back there. This is horrifying for Folger. 1 in 36 to get punished like that.
Holy shit.
Man, don't you just fucking feel for him? Don't you fucking feel for him there, the poor bloke. The poor lad. Oh my God, that is brutal. This isn't like like there's a couple of steps up to this point which could have been avoided. And it's not like this moment of Matt and Folger. I've got the names down now. Matt rolling a double 6 save. It is just actually like insult to injury at this point. There's a really big thing that happens turn 1, which we'll go over in a minute. However, just the fucking...
I just don't even know what...
The duality of man there. It was just hilarious. Just look at their faces.
1 in 36
Folger,
to get punished like that.
Actually broken. Actually broken, considering never playing Warhammer again. Clearly, this is all sarcasm.
Shit.
And Matt is like, wow, I love rolling dice. Yeah, that was just, I think that was GG at that point. Not because the fact that he rolled 2 6s, I think just like the fact that he felt so unlucky, and then that just cleared.
I just don't even know what could be going through Folger's mind at this point.
Oh my God.
Hit me back.
Yeah. I am not degraded. Let me actually double check degrading. I'm going to degrade.
Oh my God.
Degrade
You can feel the pain. You can feel the pain via the internet. It is awful. It is awful. Like it's just when stuff like that happens, it is very brutal. It is super, super brutal. Like, but the thing is this wasn't the like, oh my God, I failed to kill it, I've lost the game. The oh my God, this happened, I lost the game came a lot earlier. Okay, if you haven't seen this game. Okay. Again, if you haven't seen this game, please go watch the Wargaming and Wargames live. I'm really doing a running commentary about some of the interesting highlights that came up with the game and like the drama being the guy rolling the double 6. And the first off, the big drama was actually the end of the first turn. Not the bottom of the battle round, the end of the first turn. Okay. I'm not degraded. That's the insult to injury. I mean, yeah, if he doesn't want to keep twisting the knife while he's down there, you know. But yeah, the interesting bit is the Eldar player, Folger, went first, and this was the end of his deployment, knowing he's playing Hypercraft Legion, okay? So Necron's Hypercraft Legion is like Grey Knights. If you played against Grey Knights this edition, basically they pick up multiple units at the end of the opponent's turn, and they can arrive on the battlefield the next movement phase. If they have Deep Strike, they can Deep Strike. If they have Strategic Reserve, they come on a board edge. Now, you can't arrive a turn early with Strategic Reserve in this detachment. I don't think there's anything that allows a Strategic Reserve to arrive a turn earlier. But if you do have Deep Strike, you pick up a unit at the end of your opponent's turn, and then if you're going first, you essentially have Deep Strike turn 1. It's obviously very common in Grey Knights. It's how I won that gold trophy there with Death Watch, because I was picking up multiple units with their teleportarian stratagem, and they can Deep Strike turn 1 as well. Essentially, you deploy everything on the board, you pick up half your army turn 1, then Alpha Strike. That's basically how the game works. Hypercrypt Legion. I thought it was Hypercraft. Even so, it doesn't matter. HL. Oh, it is Hypercrypt. I always thought it was Hypercraft. Never mind. But anyway, yeah, so like it's a very, very good strategy. It's a very, very good strategy to play, is to be able to Deep Strike. Like Deep Strike turn 1 is really, really strong anyway. Now, obviously, we've just seen Deathwing have got that as a ability. And as an enhancement to bring down a Terminator unit turn 1, being able to pick up a lot of your army in Deep Strike turn 1 is very, very good. Obviously, in Hypercraft Legion, they have a monolith as well, which is like good. Gold. What? I thought it was bronze. It's gold and silver. I don't have a bronze. Why would I have a bronze? Which trophy? It's that one there with my name on a Midwinter Minis on top. Okay. Do you need me to go get it? To rub it in your faces? All these hecklers? Never been to a tournament before? Hypercraft hipster robots. Yeah, exactly. But anyway, so like it's a really, really, really good ability being able to like pick up and put down. It's why Grey Knights do win games. The problem is they don't have a lot of damage, but it's literally like how I won the Warhammer World Open or the Warhammer World Tournament, because I was just like alpha striking people turn 1. Just like, that was it. But
Let me see. I'll tell chat what we got. Kelsey brought us Gushers with lemon peel. Okay.
Very good.
I'm just trying to find out. This is where the game was lost, really.
The $10, 5th ever super chat, dude. Awesome. Thank you, man.
All right.
He slid.
He's sad.
So that'll be my turn. I'll score 3 and 2.
So this is the end of Eldar 10-1.
Okay. End of your turn.
Both players went tactical here, guys.
Okay.
At the end of it literally, Matt just said it's at the end of your turn. The first thing he did was pick up the monolith.
Oh shit!
Because he's playing Hyper Crypt Legion.
How many units of Immortals? 2?
I can only come in with things that innately have deep strike turn 1.
I got the up.
Right.
I didn't get the uppy, but maybe we can get the downy.
Okay.
So for those of you just joining, that's the monolith cam.
Whatever.
Joe actually installed a camera in the monolith, no joke.
So
And Matt was
So
all
the first
about
thing
it.
he does
He
is
was
he
actually quite
picks up the
tired,
multiple
not,
units with
like,
Hyper
super responsive,
Crypt
and Joe
Legion's
proposed it, and he
ability,
just
Hyper
instantly
Phasing,
became animated again.
and then what he does is he drops a monolith in this top right corner.
bring it down.
Kill me, capture.
Yeah, again, it's almost like I'm a human being with faults. Sorry,
Cards
man.
have spoken.
Whee!
As you can see, they've got like a camera on the monolith, which is quite fun.
I love this.
But what Folger failed to realise, or I don't think was informed, because I've watched this stream a couple of times now, and I don't think it's brought up. I also don't think he asked the question, which is obviously important, but I don't think it's ever noted that Hypercrypt Legion have a stratagem called Cosmic Precision. One Necron unit for your army that is arriving via Deep Strike, and obviously the monolith has Deep Strike. You can set up anywhere on the battlefield that is more than 3 inches horizontally away from all enemy models. Now, obviously, Folger has screened out the corner of a monolith with his Autat Wayleaper just here, but he's screened it 9 inches away. He hasn't screened it as if it could land 3 inches. Okay. Watch it live. There's extensive discussion prior to the game, like lengthy. So I didn't watch the pre-game, but I did watch like the movement phase. Now, this is the thing is like, I don't think either player has done anything wrong here, or like they've not like, I'm not trying to call out anyone saying they're like being unsportsmanlike and stuff like that, but it's always an interesting question, purely from my own point of view, because like, again, I've watched this movement phase multiple times. Maybe it's just how I play, and it's very different, and it's why I'm not in the final of the LVO, and it's probably might be why I did so bad at the World Championships. I'm very open with like abilities like this. Like, obviously, I play Inceptors all the time, and Inceptors have the 3-inch deep strike naturally. Okay, they can't deep strike 10-1, but they have 3-inch deep strike all the time. Whenever I'm playing my opponent, I'm like, in their movement phase, I'm like, just so you're aware, at the start of the movement phase, I'm like, just so you're aware, don't forget, I've got Inceptors, they can deep strike through way. To a point where someone literally said to me in a game, I love and hate playing you because I know exactly what you're going to do, but I also can't think because I have so many things in my head while I'm trying to think about my movement phase. So it's an interesting one because it wasn't raised, and like, it wasn't said at all, don't forget, I've got 3-inch deep strike. That's like, that as far as I can tell, that isn't said in this movement phase. And it's, I don't know, the question is, I'm not trying to say that's wrong. I'm trying to ask the question, what do you guys think to that sort of play? Because that's kind of like a trap card, like, of like, if he doesn't ask if I can deep strike 3, I'm not going to tell him I can deep strike 3. Okay, and this is just like general, like high level competition, because ultimately, if Folger asked, "Can you deep strike 3?" and Matt had said no, and then did, that would obviously be bad, and that's not what I'm insinuating. What I am asking is, how open should we be on the table compared to how open can we be on the table? Like, what is the limit? Because there is, like, completely stum, not saying anything and only responding to questions. There's like being stum and not saying anything and lying. That's, like, obviously, like, one end of the spectrum, and not saying anything. Then there's the other end of the spectrum where I think I sit. I think I sit on the extreme end, where I'm like, hey, listen, just so you know, just be aware, I'm going to do this, okay? Don't let me do it. It would be silly. Because what this does is this opens up a whole can of worms, because the monolith is deep struck 3 away. Essentially, what happens? I'm not gonna sit and watch this entire stream. This isn't a react channel. We'll talk about a little bit of drama about that soon, because there's more LVO drama after this. This is the first bit. There's actually 2. But I think it's interesting. But because the repercussions of this move are actually fatal, because the monolith deep strikes 3 away, and then in the movement phase, we have to skip forward a little bit. 1 sec. As you can see, in the movement phase, a unit deep strikes next to it, but it's not actually deep strike. It's essentially a disembark. It doesn't allow the unit to it doesn't allow the unit. It allows the unit to deep strike, but then from the monolith they just disembark, but they're picked up off the board, or if they're in the strategic reserve. Due to the dimensional corridor. So the dimensional corridor is as follows, let me tell you. In the reinforcement steps, you can select 1 infantry unit from your army that is either in reserves or on the battlefield. Select the latter, remove the battlefield, and place it to reserve. So you basically pick up a unit that is already in reserves, that might deep strike or come up from strategic reserve, or you pick up a unit off the battlefield, and then set it up within 6 inches of the monolith outside of engagement. So what this ability lets you do is essentially deep strike anywhere. Because you deep strike 3 away from the monolith, and then, so you're over 3, and then you have to be all wholly within 6, which means you are deep striking 9 away, or within 9. Like, there's like 0 inches like left there, if that makes sense. Because obviously you're deep striking more than 3, then you extend 6, so you're 3 inches into that more than 3, so you're actually -3 with a unit that was actually in reserve, which is quite interesting. But that's like one of those things. It's kind of like a gotcha, but not really. Like the whole not reminding them about deep striking 3, but like if you've had that conversation pre-game. Fair enough, you've had it all wide open. There you are, you're all good. The thing is with it is that these both players are 9 games in. They're 18 hours of Warhammer in, lack of sleep because they're in Vegas, doing all things, been well busy for the past 3 days. Are you going to remember every intricate detail of every model in your opponent's army? And the answer is no. Like, a lot of Warhammer, a lot of high-level Warhammer doesn't come down to skill. A lot of it comes down to fatigue and stamina, you know? But let me catch up with Charge. Obviously I've put out a question there. Let me catch up. I regret telling my opponent I can fire and fade every time, but I feel bad if they don't see it coming. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, that's another one. Like, fire and fade and phantasm are another one as well. It's like, you set up to do your things, and then your opponent goes, I'm going to phantasm now. And it's like, you know? At the beginning of every game, I run through my list and gotchas. If they forget, gotcha, bitch. That's the thing. I don't like that attitude. Like, you're going to give me all this information in 4 minutes, all the things that your army can do, and I'm expected to remember that for 3 hours. No, it's not. That's not going to happen. This is why I don't think 40k is a tournament game. It's a casual game where people should be friendly and telling each other. Yeah, maybe. Like, yeah, it's just an interesting one because you see it in like Magic the Gathering, right? Like Magic the Gathering, there is like a real, in my opinion, a real problem with people. Like they don't even tell each other what deck they're running, okay? You turn up, you see a deck of cards face down, you cut it, you don't know what they're playing, to a point where they have like tokens that you use in Magic the Gathering. Obviously, like you have like token summons and stuff like that. People will have the wrong ones in their deck or like in their deck box. So if your opponent sees that, they're like, oh, they're playing this deck, and they're actually playing a completely different deck, and they don't actually use any tokens, they're using completely different tokens. You know? I've done something even worse. Lyle, you're awful. I don't like winning where an opponent has a clear counterplay. Yeah, literally, like in this instance in particular, that Autark is actually just screening the back line, but it's as far forward as possible. If he was like 1 inch back, this wouldn't have happened, you know? He wouldn't have been able to do it. It's like that close to measurement, you know? Because he's literally on the board. He's 3 inches away from that Autark, which allowed him to do this. If that Autark was here, it wouldn't have happened. Okay. So I just think it's like an interesting one. Again, I think I'm like on the extreme end of like reminding my opponent. Maybe I'm too nice. That's kind of like, I'm like asking the question. I'm not saying what's happened here is right or wrong. I'm just like, where is that line? You know, where is that line of being open with your opponent to be fair to, I've reminded you, I've told you about this. It's your responsibility to remember, you know? That's the question. Again, I'm not saying anything about these two players. I'm looking at a situation and trying to work out what is the right thing. I'm not sat here telling you, you know. I'm not sat here telling you what is right and wrong. I'm asking the question because I do one thing, other players do another. I don't know what these two players have done specifically, but there was no conversation during the movement phase being like, I put my Autark 9 away, so you can't deep strike. Is that right? If he'd said that and then Matt had gone, I'm going to deep strike 3, I'd be like, I've got no content tonight. Well, there's a bit more drama after this, but it's not related to... It's related to this game, but not really. But it's just like an interesting one, and this is like the conversation we're having, okay? I realize sometimes you'll end up almost outplaying yourself if you're too helpful. Yeah, but in my opinion, again, I agree. Yeah, that can be a case because I'm telling my opponent my plan or like the abilities I have. Here's how you should probably think about preventing it. That's what I'm kind of saying, basically, in like so many words. However, I'd rather win a game where my opponent is playing their best, not because they left a 1 inch, they didn't move 1 inch too far and now have won, you know? Because ultimately, this was a ballsy move, and it might not have worked, but it did, and it worked very well. The Monolith should have died in turn 2, but it didn't, and then it just obliterated even more of Folger's army, okay? It dropped there, it dropped the Immortals down, it let him grab the objective to deny primary, it killed a load of stuff while it was there, it killed the Night Prism. It should have died, but what it did do is survive because you rolled double 6 on the saves, and then it just murdered even more. And the rest is history. But I just think, like, again, it's like an interesting one. Like, I would feel awful doing that, you know, because, like, at the end of the day, these players have followed the rules. I'm not saying either of them cheated. I'm not saying either of them is, like, knobhead. What I am saying is they both follow the rules, but in my opinion, if that was me, I would have been like, I can fit there, you know? And they'd be like, oh... And I'd be like, I'll just move it back in. No, I can't. You know? That's what I would be like, you know? So I'm not saying these players are wrong. I'm asking you, am I wrong? Is this person wrong? Where's the line? Okay. Was there monetary prize for LVO? I've got no idea. No idea, and I don't really think that should be in consideration. You winning the LVO, it doesn't matter if you're winning. That's like big. Especially because Matt's part of Vanguard Tactics. So that's just like, that's it. Next week, Vanguard Tactics, LVO winning team. That doesn't matter if there's a prize, okay? There's loads of other ways you can make money out of it. I'll admit to being too open regarding my army rules so much that I work alongside my opponent to watch my big town mech explode. If I cannot win with honor, then what's the point in winning? I mean, that's kind of, I think that's where I stand. You know what I mean? I'm like, I want to beat someone at their best. You know, fatigue's a problem for me. I want them to remind me. I'm very much this case of like, I will keep reminding you of stuff. You know, I can do this, I can do that, I have this. Don't forget, I've got infiltrators.
Lots of peeps go to tournaments just to play games as they may not have a friends group that plays. Having a bunch of gotchas just because it's a tournament can ruin their fun. Fun should outweigh game winning.
I totally agree. Thank you so much for the donation, mate. You are an absolute star. You are a legend. Thank you. Thank you so much. That's very kind. I totally agree. But the thing is with it is I agree the lower level tables where they start getting gotchas are like problematic. On the top tables, they're a little bit more accepted, you know, in like that regard. All I'm saying is that I don't think gotchas should be a thing. I don't think stratagems as a gotcha should be a thing. But the problem is as we move to this reactive game that we have now with 40k and Age of Sigmar and stuff like that, even Horus Heresy has got it now. Even Fantasy has got it now. As we move to this, we have our entire army move, shoot, and attack. So we have to add reactions. Reactions are inherently gotcha. You know, that's just like... rules-wise, they are a built-in gotcha. You know, it's not like a liar. You know, it's not like someone's like withholding rules. It's just like their army functions with gotchas in mind, and the gotcha is I can deep strike 3, not 9. You know, because that's not a core rule. It's just like an interesting one. But also, thank you for the $20. Really appreciate you. It was watched by 2 LVO judges. The 2 LVO judges are on their phone the entire time, by the way, which is just terrible. And Japs Harks of LVO, who was on the commentary team. No one raised an eyebrow at the conduct of the 2 players. Like, I'm not calling out these players, Tay. I'm commenting on like, where is the line? Where do we draw it? You know. I'm not saying these 2 players are this player is problematic. This is a problem. I'm talking about like, where is that line, right? The thing is with it, you only make this mistake once. If you've ever made this mistake like this, okay, you've let a monolith deep strike in your deployment zone. You've let 5 paladins deep strike 3 away onto an objective. You've let Inceptors deep strike and kill a character. You will never ever do it again. But should you be in a position where you have to do it once, you know? Final LVO, you should know your opponent's rules properly, surely. Yeah, but they've played 18 hours of Warhammer. They are in their 20th hour of gaming in 3 days. Right? Last week's painting phase, Liam mentions that command points were making 40k less of a narrative fun game and competitive was overshadowing it. Thoughts? I don't think it's command points. I don't think like we can go, oh yeah, command points ruin the game. I don't think that's true. Command points are like a really interesting one, but they are built on this reaction mechanic mostly. Like some of them are just like make me better. That's fine. They don't help narrative, but a lot of them come down to being a reactive measure. Because they're trying to make the game... one sec. They're trying to make the game more responsive. I think someone's just knocked at my door. It'll be a minute. Sorry, Jack. Why did a man with pizza just arrive and say happy birthday? Why did a man with pizza arrive and say happy birthday? Who did this? Who did this? He said, I've got some cake for you. It looks like a box of chips. What pizza we got? Oh my god, it is my favourite pizza. Someone knows your address. That's the problem. It is a good pizza. It's pepperoni. Someone knows that's my favourite pizza. Who is this? And cheesecake. And cheesecake. Who is this? Who sent me pizza? Who is it? Just admit it. Just admit it. I'm not eating it. It's been spiked. It's been spiked, clearly. Georgie's not here. It's dog. Hashtag doxed. I don't understand. Why do people send me pizza? It's so weird. I don't know what to say. Someone please stop sending me pizza. This is not the first time. This is like the 4th time it's happened. Is your local pizza shop watching? Imagine my local pizza shop, like, he's actually a bit of a G. I'll send him one. Imagine if all 243 viewers found pizza. Please don't. They will hate me so much. Is it an Invicta? No, drop the Addy in chat. Please, for the love of God, whoever it was, don't do that. Don't do that at all. Whoever it is, thanks. I actually haven't eaten yet. I am going to eat a pizza and play Pal World now. Whoever you are, random person. Has anyone admitted to it? Paul, thanks for the 5.
Get T-Sense Summit good.
Thank you so much, mate. Really appreciate it. Why does everyone think it's me? It's funny because everyone thinks it's Steve and don't think Steve's ever done it. He just sends random other shit to my house. Can I put my address in for free? I do love a pepperoni pizza, so I am a bit happy. That was amazing of them. I only asked them to wish you happy 30th. Right, okay. Lambert. Okay, it's Nick. Nick, thank you for the pizza. My fucking God. Thank you, mate. I really appreciate it. Happy birthday. I've sent food to your house before. And listen, I'm overweight. Stop trying to make me fatter. I'm already problematic. Nick, thank you for the pizza. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. Let me try it. I think it's from my favourite pizza place. And it looks the same. Is it stuffed? Oh my God, it's stuffed crust. Hell yeah. Oh yeah, it is. Oh yeah. What a banger. What an absolute... It's called the Stay Fat Club. Thanks. A pizza won't make a difference. I think it will, but it's good. Thank you, Nick. Happy birthday, everyone at home. It's good. Look, stuffed crust. You ready? Eat stream. Anyway, I've lost where I am. Anyway, I don't remember what I was saying. Because I thought Georgie had come home. That's why I was like, why are you banging on the door, the keys out? Mukbang. I can't remember where I was, but thank you, Nick, for the pizza, and thank you everyone who's donated as well. Really appreciate it. Thank you. You are making my birthday stream very nice. Thank you. Love the pizza ASMR. One more bite. Command reroll ruining narrative. I think I saw your comment about something can't kill or can't effects. But it's on one wing because someone does CP reroll. I guess so. You could argue, yeah. That's what Winter's always said. Which is funny that Liam said it. Love eating pizza ASMR. Was there any pizza ASMR? I have like a pretty good filter on my mic. 3-inch deep pan. Yeah, so basically, I don't know where that line is. I think I'm probably too nice. But how far do you have to be a knobhead? Like how far, if we're on the knobhead to nice scale.
When you're in your 30s, you do lonely stuff like sending yourself a pizza and forgetting you did so happy birthday to me.
Brilliant. Thank you, Patrick, for the 5. I really appreciate it. If I'm on like the nice scale and then we're only going down to knobhead where we don't tell our opponent anything or even lie and hide what we've got. Like where's the line basically? Where should we be? Should we tell our opponent everything at the beginning and only respond to questions? Should we tell our opponent everything we can do and potentially putting ourselves in a harder battle? Which I usually prefer. You know? Or what? Where's the middle ground, you know? That's why I just think it's interesting, like a really interesting one. Well, there's other things as well that actually happen in this game, which is not actually perfect. For example, I think is it this moment? I think it is. Let me just double check.
He could be in a world of hurt.
Consequential stuff first, because that's what I like to do.
Yes, it is. Because there's an interesting one that comes up as well from Matt regarding the Immortal Chronomancer combo. So this situation is as a unit of swooping hawks. Or shall I not? We'll not move on yet because people are still answering. Sorry. Roll up, I think, an example which is fair. But there's. Jamalti got me with a 3-inch deep strike at one of your events. I could have avoided it if I consolidated. It told me right at the beginning, but not during the game. I forgot, so the fault was on me. It's exactly the same, I think. I think it's the exact same. Can you not? I think there is a stage where you've said the same piece of info enough times that further reminders need to be asked for. Yeah, but where is that? Because if this is turn 1 of a game, you know? When I play and slowly do stuff while staying deep in my opponent's eyes, raising my eyebrows and making noises to see if it's a good idea or not. Hey, Steven, thanks for becoming a member. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much for joining the boys club. That's very, very kind of you.
Member.
It's all about pizza. I'm trying to find more examples. Anyway, I don't know where that line is. I said I'm not calling out these opponents at all. I'm talking about the situation and using my own thought process to work out if what I'm doing is wrong, which I don't think what I'm doing is wrong, is what I'm doing detrimental to my competitiveness in a game. Because as I said, if my opponent's moving, I would be like, I can deep strike turn 1, I can deep strike 3 inches away, turn 1. Just be aware of that when you are moving. That wasn't obviously said. I would probably say that. But then what that does do is allows my opponent to counter everything I can do, because I want to play my opponent at their best. But I don't think what they are doing is wrong. What I'm trying to do is use my own experiences to work out what I should be doing, because obviously these are two very good players. These are two very good players. We're in the final of the LVO. Like, what am I doing wrong? Or what can I do to improve my own play to make myself better so I could be at the final of the LVO, you know? However, I don't know if I like that. I would rather be totally open, and I'd rather my opponent be totally open. But when I do play people and I'm totally open, and my opponent isn't, I turn off. I go the other way, and I'm like, I will not respond to you unless you ask me a question, because I was totally open to you and you weren't the same. If you don't reciprocate, I will reciprocate exactly what you're doing, you know? Basically, that's what I'm talking about. I didn't know what to ask if you've never played them before. I don't even think if you've played them before, because there's so many rules in the game these days. And there's like, yeah, there's 6 stratagems. Well, those 6 stratagems are all really brutal. You know, unless you read them every turn, every movement, like, it's going to be one of those things. You mentioned the big gotchas before the game. The first 2 times you could trigger it. After that, it's fair game. Maybe like, yeah, maybe like the first 2, the first 3. You know? Or do you say, like Mark just said, do you open that up at the beginning of the game? Because that's what I do. I say, I don't like gotchas. I want to play you at your best. I would appreciate if you wanted to play me at my best. So I'll remind you of everything you're doing and what I can do to counter it, or vice versa. And if you could do the same, that'd be great. You know? There's less in the game than 9. I actually don't think there is. I think there's more now. I think there's more now. Because in 9th, every army had like 2 stratagems that you cared about. Now every army has 4, and every unit has an ability. Knowing what every piece in chess can do, easy. Knowing every strat and stat line in 40k, no way. Exactly, Brent. It's exactly the same. Like, you can learn what 20 pieces of chess do if you got a mirror match, you know? If everyone was playing the same army, you wouldn't have to remind anyone of anything, but no one does play the same army. There's like 5 or 10 different armies in the top 10, not usually. The towers have 4 enhancements and 6 stratagems. Exactly. So there's 10 options there, which are actually way more powerful than having 2 really good stratagems and then loads of them that you're not actually going to use, you know? I think. And every unit has its own ability. Every unit has its own unique ability, don't forget. So that is 30 equivalent of a stratagem, you know? Because again, like people are saying, I explained at the start of the game. I don't like that, because like I've just played a game for 3 hours and now I've had like 20-minute break. I've had 1 glass of water and now I've got to go and learn all your gotchas and remember them for 3 hours. I'm not going to remember that because it's all information. It's loads of information all at once, you know? You try studying for a test, okay? You study for a maths test that you've never done before, or you've done once, but you did it like 12 hours ago, right? And it's constant like this, like question, and someone tells you all the answers in 3 minutes before it starts. You're not going to remember everything. You're going to remember some of it, but not all of it, you know? Borderline info dumping before the game is borderline pointless. It's all in one ear and out the other. Yeah, I don't think it's pointless, but I don't think that can be the only thing that you tell your opponent, in my opinion. So... I blame social media and pop culture, nerds being cool and having social lives these days, so these younger whippersnappers don't have time to ready and memorize 20 books. Kids these days, am I right, Mikey? I am old, to be fair. Had a maths test this morning. Hang on, imagine someone told you all the answers like in 2.5 minutes before it started. You got that? Yeah, cool, good luck. Good luck, mate. So, anyway, Anyway, I just thought that was an interesting conversation. There's two little bits of drama because Folger actually lets Matt have a huge take back, technically. I don't know if it would have like won him the game or not, but Folger was like, after Matt did this, Folger still allowed Matt to do a big take back because in this situation, the model is just deep struck. He's about to start the shooting phase. He starts off by shooting his Void Dragon into a unit of swooping hawks, and the what looks like the plan is to shoot the immortals that have just deep struck that have a Chronomancer attached, because the Chronomancer has an ability basically when the unit has shot, okay, after the shooting is resolved, you can move the unit 5 inches, okay. But the interesting thing is that
it'll be the Void Dragon at them.
Okay. So as you can see, the Immortals are here. The Void Dragon's here. The Void Dragon's shooting at the Swooping Hawks because they're in a forest, I think. But I think the intention is to then shoot the Immortals at whatever is remaining and move them, because the Chronomancer has an ability called Chronometron. In your shooter phase, after this model's unit has shot, if it is not within engagement range of any enemy units, that unit can make a normal move of up to 5 inches, but it can't charge.
So, KR, you don't actually need that kind of a unit.
Which goes to 7.
I think he just needed
So
to be
he shoots with the Void Dragon and actually obliterates his unit, which is quite funny.
He might be you two do that,
All the
and then see if they do it.
Stuff is always 2 because it's 1. Yes. So force. Yep.
So he makes his saves. They're all damage 2. So any failed save is a dead Exarch, including the unit. And he fails 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 exactly. Kills 5 exactly.
Too, so.
Yeah. So the unit's no longer there.
That's a good early kill. Those swooping hawks, I think, are down.
But then Matt does something
These
interesting,
guys...
which I think they had a judge rule, but I just don't think it's correct.
Here we'll shoot.
Yeah, I'm just sorry. Thinking about if I'm teleporting in card or not, because I can get out of 24.
And what he said was, I'll let this unit is going to shoot and then move.
Sure.
But he's thinking about an in-card, which confuses this ruling, because I don't think he's right, but...
I think for Matt's sake, I don't think he wants... I said this before. I just don't think he wants to go after the incarnate.
I'm just getting...
Just to clarify, guys, this is not a ruin. This is a forest. This is not obscuring. It does give cover, but it's not obscuring. That's why he can shoot there.
So they're all dead.
So he picks up that unit.
He can teleport the incarn away.
Okay.
If he teleports the incarn away, the fact that Matt did this shot first means I don't think he's going after.
And then he just moves this unit. Again, he hasn't actually shot this unit yet. I think this is like a rules question comes up. I don't think the ruling's correct, but
teleport to its location.
that's just me.
It is incredibly powerful.
It's just like how Abaddon can do the curse.
Old Greg says if Matt wins, we're about to...
So they mute the players when he says it, but what Matt says at this point is it's just like Abaddon. Now, Abaddon's a really interesting one because Chaos Space Marines have an ability called Dark Pact. Okay, you've definitely heard of it. So Dark Pact is each time a unit with this ability is selected to shoot or fight, it can make a Dark Pact. If it does, select one of the following. Each time a unit makes a Dark Pact, after it's resolved its attacks, it takes a leadership test. If it's failed, it suffers D3 wounds. Okay. But yeah, it's a forest, Magoo. It's just giving them cover. It's not line of sight block. It's just walls. So you make a Dark Pact, and it says so when you are selected to shoot or fight. Okay, because but then Abaddon's ability is like Lord of the Dark Pact or something, or Dark Destiny. Each time this model makes a Dark Pact, it does not fail the resulting leadership test. Roll 1d6 on a 2+, you gain 1 CP. Because it says when you make a Dark Pact and you don't fail the leadership test, you gain a CP on a 2+. And the Dark Pact ability is when you are selected to shoot, you can gain one of these. After you've resolved the attacks, you take a leadership test. If you fail, take D3 wounds. What this ruling or like this ability, I don't think it's right. I like my events because I think it's dog shit. But essentially, what people do is they put Abaddon in a corner where he can't see anything, and then go, he's going to start shooting because the motion of the shooting phase is select a unit, select targets, resolve attacks, move on to the next unit. They're like the 4 things you need to worry about. what they do is they select Abaddon. They make a Dark Pact because he's been selected to shoot. Okay. And then once he's selected to shoot, he then chooses a target. He has no eligible targets, which then he gains one of these, but then because he doesn't make attacks and no eligible targets, he doesn't take a leadership test. Then they roll a 2-up and gain a CP. That is how people play it. I don't think it's right. I think any other rule is dumb because you can't make a Dark Pact for lethal hits if you don't have an eligible target, in my opinion. Well, people do play like that, okay? What Matt did in this instance, now, again, the judges ruled it right. So for that game, it's fine. However, his argument is because I've selected them to shoot, after this model has, even though it says after this unit has shot, it can make a move, he then just moves them anyway, because it says there's no target, but it's just like Abaddon. You know? Although people skip the leadership, yeah, they don't do the leadership, they just roll 2-up, because he didn't resolve attacks. How could he take a leadership? So, again, like, the judges ruled it's fine. I'm not calling out this player, but I just think that's a really funny way to stretch it. like, it's just like Abaddon, which in my opinion is wrong, but people do it anyway. And then he goes, well, because Abaddon can do it, I could not shoot a target and then just make a free move.
I see a lot of Necron lists like this.
But then what that allows him to do is he moves on. Now, what he should have done, the reason it's a bit dumb, then he should have just shot with the Immortals and then moved, right? And then shot with the Void Dragon if there's anyone left, because this doesn't block line of sight or anything. But he just does it with there anyway. Like, it's like really inconsequential because of the situation that we're in, because of the fact that he could have just shot the Immortals then moved. It literally didn't make a difference. But he didn't shoot the Immortals. He shot the Void Dragon. So if we're going to sit here and say, well, he made a big fuck up, Folger made a big fuck up because he didn't deep strike, he didn't check for the 3.1 deep strike, then Matt made a big fuck up there and probably should have been allowed to move it, you know? I assume he didn't shoot with the Immortals because the Incarn popped, in case the Incarn popped over. Yeah, the Incarn could have popped over. So he shot with the Void Dragon, and then he could have responded by teleporting the Incarn. So actually allowing it was actually really big because it like changed that side of the board. Now I think the game was gone at that point anyway because of the monolith shenanigans. But I do think that was an interesting one. Of like that's the same turn after Folger had been fucked over, and it could have potentially. Urian, Uranian, thank you, sorry. Thank you for the £10. That's very kind of you. Thank you so much. That's very kind of you, buddy. You're very, very kind. Thank you. Thank you for the 10. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I just thought that was an interesting one. Again, I don't think that's correct. The judges said it was. I don't think it an ability that says after this unit has shot if it doesn't shoot. When's the after if you never shoot, you know? So I think at that point, once the monolith was down, I don't think anyone was actually paying attention at this point. But I do think it's a very interesting like turn of events in the same turn as the monolith crap, you know? Look at the phone concentration. Yeah, I think he's just texting. I don't think he's checking the rule. He's not being questioned for anything. Which I can't stand. If I saw one of my judges doing this, I'd fire him on the spot. I'd be like, go home. You know? You can only get CP upon a successful Dark Pact. Yeah, okay, the point stands is they don't shoot a target, okay? And that was the reasoning that Matt thought he could move the Immortals, which I also is not correct, even if Abaddon is correct, okay? What is the exact wording of the strat? It's an ability called, in your shooting phase, after this model's unit has shot, if it is not within engagement range, you can make a normal move of 5 inches. Okay? So I think it's like an official one. Not an official one. It's like a fishy one. That's what I'm trying to say. You need a target to be eligible to shoot. Don't know, but the point stands. Abaddon can. No, it's stupid. Abaddon's stupid. After it's shot, yeah, so it's not when it is selected to shoot or after it has resolved its attack. It is after it's shot. If you never shoot, how can you move? Right? Does make me wonder if he did that in the other 9 games. But you know, who knows? just for reference, the order of rules. Is the reason people think Abaddon can gain a CP is because you select eligible unit, and then when you're selected to shoot, you make the Dark Pact. You make the Dark Pact at this point in this sequence. They use this sequence as the ruling. So you go, I'm selected to shoot. I'm going to make a Dark Pact. I then select targets. I have no targets, so I'm now finished. Okay. But then I roll a 2 up and gain a CP. But the chronometron is after this unit is shot. If you can't select targets, you don't shoot. That wouldn't have been allowed. You know? No pew pew, no choo choo. I agree, Congress. Now they had a judge up again. Like, if a judge goes up and says it's fine, it's fine. I'm not saying that this person is cheating. It's not what I'm saying. You know? But what I am saying is that ruling's wrong. And the judge was incorrect. You know? Again, the only difference would be is Matt would have had to shoot the swooping hawks first with the immortals, which might have let Folger teleport with the incarn. Now, he didn't really want to teleport the incarn because he wanted to go and kill a monolith. He probably wouldn't have. However, it's just like it's a big deal, I think. But yeah, like, again, it's just an interesting one. I'm not calling anyone out. I'm just having conversations. Ultimately, I wasn't there. I don't care. But I just thought it was interesting because we could all say, well, this player failed to notice 3.1 inches. Okay, so why is this player also then going, you know, if he's been so open, then going, well, I'm just going to shoot into the air and resolve attacks, even though there's no attacks, and then make a free move. You know? I'm balancing it out. You know, we can say he let him know at the beginning of the game he was super nice, but he also didn't shoot a unit, then moved it for free, you know? Which is not right. But anyway, the real drama about this situation. Now, I know these people, so I feel bad for calling them out. But what they're doing was shitty. Okay? Look, I've sat here and talked about for an hour and a half, or maybe about an hour worth of this stream. I've sat and looked at the Wargames Live stream and talked about it. I've talked about the experiences, about the situations that have happened. And what I've tried to do is add insight, add my own thoughts about it, my own like suggestions about these things, you know. And I've tried to like add to this this stream. Like, I haven't sat here and watched the stream. I'm not a React Andy. Sometimes I can be a React Andy when it's bigger channels and stuff like that, when they've got millions of subscribers. They probably don't care about a guy with 30, 40,000 subscribers watching their stream. But what I've tried to do is take snippets to add to the conversation that we're having. And ultimately, my stream tonight is derivative of the Wargames live stream. It's also the early access for this news. But I haven't sat and just watched it. You've actually learned some things about the game, but you didn't see how the game went. I've taken some bits away from Wargames Live, but I haven't like just sat and watched the stream for 5.5 hours and just talked over it, you know? Because there's a lot of drama in the larger streaming community, not really in Warhammer. There's a large problem with people taking other people's content and reacting, and by reacting, basically just sat watching it. You know, it's transformative, which is allowed. Yeah, you would arguably, people might disagree, but I would say I've been transformative about the situations or about the stream that we've been reacting to. You know, I haven't just sat and watched it. Now, transformative is a very loose term that a lot of people don't use all the time, or they use to their advantage a little bit. Now, I haven't got permission from Wargames Live, but I've also not sat and watched it. I've recently, like I think it was about 6 months ago, I contacted Wargames Live to ask if I was allowed to restream the content that he was streaming live. And because I wanted to do a watch along, I wanted to do a boys club watch along, and I never got any response, which also meant I didn't live stream it. You know, now we're watching it back, we're taking snippets, we're talking about little situations, which I think is probably okay. But because I never got permission, I didn't sit and restream it, which is what Breaking Heads did, which is a real shame. Now, they were speaking in German over the top, because if you don't speak English, you can't watch this stream. However, they were, without permission, restreaming the entire LVO final. To a point which was very, very awkward to watch. However, I don't know what they're saying because I don't speak German. However, you can hear Joe talking on this stream.
Also möchtest du deine Kamera an deinem... Möchtest du deine Kamera an deinem einarmigen Banditen noch mal ein bisschen runterziehen?
I don't know if you can hear Joe in the background, so I'm just gonna rewind it back in just 10 seconds. There's German people, there's Fred and a couple of the guys talking over the top, but try and listen to Joe in the background. It is quite quiet.
Zumindest nicht so lange der Interpreter es hat. Möchtest du deine Kamera an deinem einarmigen Banditen noch mal ein bisschen runterziehen?
Kamera lädt runter. Seht ihr mich jetzt besser wieder?
Ja, hervorragend.
Essentially, Joe says, I don't get paid to stream this. I only rely on people donating to stream this. So if you are out there restreaming what I'm doing, please stop. He also says this multiple times, because I think someone sent a donation to Joe saying, oh, it's really cool to let smaller German, smaller YouTubers from Germany restream it. And he was like, no, I didn't.
You know who is not taking money out of your pocket?
Please don't do that. You know he's not taking money out of pocket. People who are donating right now. That's essentially what he said. Now, I don't know. They are all sat very quiet.
Thank you very much, man. I love you, John. Appreciate all the support, man.
It's so awkward. They don't say anything.
On the Eldar side, his game plan...
Ich habe schon wieder vergessen, was spielen wir?
That was like 15 seconds of them saying, please don't steal my work, and those guys just sat there watching. Look, I like Fred. He's a great player. What he's doing here is a bit dog poo, okay? You know? It's a bit dog poo. Especially if he says live, please stop. And they stream for another 2 hours. It's... Oh no, it was awful. It was so awful. Now, again, look, I've sat here and tried to be transformative, and if I'm going to go out and watch a live stream, unless it's Games Workshop, they're pretty chill with it, you know? Unless I'm watching Games Workshop, I try to ask for permission if that's allowed. Because when people do live stream like things like this, it's a lot of time, a lot of effort. Now, me personally, if someone said, can I restream this? I'd be like, if you're doing it, if you're translating it to another language, I would probably be okay. But if Joe doesn't like that, that's up to Joe, you know? Like, at that point, someone is literally saying, please don't steal my work. And they steal it for another 2 hours. You know? Now they've got, look, we're watching the Las Vegas Open on Wargames Live, and there's a link to the stream, but it's still just a re-upload of the content, which isn't okay. Which is like a real bad look. Now, hopefully they sort it out. Hopefully they, like, you know, say, look, we probably should have stopped then. Sorry, but probably should have got permission. It's just a shame to see, you know. Again, they're a small channel. Everyone makes mistakes. That's fine. You know, it's not like the end of the world. Joe was obviously not happy with it. But what they should do is just come out, just delete the stream, like, bruh, soz, you know, and call it a day. That'll probably be okay. But it was just, I just thought that bit was funny. where it says, please don't steal from me. I don't want you to restream it. And they say nothing for 20 seconds. It was very awkward. It made me feel sick. Okay. But that's the LVO drama. That is the tea from the event. 3 interesting things that happened that I thought were a little bit juicy, a little bit gossipy. And hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. Anyway, I've never been that sick to my stomach watching something so awkward in Warhammer for a long time. Oh, dear. That's what people about American streamers that did this too. Mate, there was... Look, listen, people do it all the time. You know the Old World Battle Report? Oh, man. Fucking keyboard's fucked. Happy birthday. Thank you, Oscar. We appreciate you. And Lone Samurai as well. Thank you, buddy. The Old World reaction. I think this will come up. Oh, where was it? There was a very small channel that straight up re-uploaded the Warhammer Plus. There we go, found it. So you know Games Workshop did a Old World battle report on Warhammer Plus. Okay. And then like a few days later it came out on YouTube. This guy straight up like
seeing a mighty hero hacked to pieces by a despicable blah blah. If a character fighting in a challenge
sat and watched the entire game before it was free on YouTube. Before it was free, sat like essentially watch Netflix on stream, but Warhammer. Because this is paid for content. This is behind the paywall. He's watching it on Warhammer Plus and just reacting. And by reacting, I mean just watching it. Now it's a lot longer than the original video, so he's probably adding a lot of commentary. I just thought that was another interesting one. Yeah, like if you're gonna react to stuff, guys, get permission. If you don't have permission, try and add something to the conversation. Don't just sit and watch it. And by add something, I don't mean just translate it. A lot of YouTubers plagiarize each other. I don't think that's true. A lot of YouTubers are inspired by each other. Plagiarizing is a very strong word. Also, Jamati, I saw you a message. I agree. But how do Canadians get to see it? VPN. Just VPN it. What are you talking about? Let's have right. Don't do this. That's the people unlike you can't come up with original ideas. I know. Imagine having an original thought. Crazy. But that's what I try and do. Whenever I'm reacting to something, I hate watching it. I feel awful. I like watch a little bit just to try and make context. Like even then, when I was looking for Abandoned Rules and I left the stream running for like 20 seconds, I was like, I've got to be faster. I'm not typing fast enough. Get this stream off now. Pizza must be cold now. It'll be alright. I don't really want to sit and eat pizza on stream. I ate one slice. I might eat one another. I had conversations to start, okay? I had drama to gossip. Don't people sat there calling me clickbait again. I've had a lot of Warhammer YouTubers low-hanging fruit. You know what? You're so right to say that. You are so right to say that. So much content for Warhammer on YouTube. Like Man reads book. Great example. You know? Like, original Man Reads book has moved away from it, but there was a lot of content when Old World came out, which was a lot of Man Reads book. Okay? We don't... Man Reads book is dumb. It's just a dumb concept. Why would you do that? Someone was just uploading Winters and Play On and similar to Twitch without reacting. I remember that, Des. I questioned him when he spouted something about public domain. Not a thing. Public domain isn't a thing. You haven't done a Mikey Reads Warcom stream in ages. I read Warcom earlier. And I added my own thing to it. I got recommended ASMR Kill Team. No, you didn't. No, you didn't, mate. No, you didn't get ASMR kill team. That is crazy. I love Warhammer YouTubers that open a box of plastic toy soldiers and that's a video. Yeah, it's pretty wild. Yeah, like Warhammer content, I do think, yeah, low-hanging fruit. It's so easy just to get like, scrape a couple of thousand views just to like sit and read a book, you know? Just like, but then people love it. So I don't get it. Not to shout at everybody. Not to like call out anyone in particular. I'm just like, I try so hard in videos and I do okay. And then people who just read a book and get like twice as many views as me. I'm just like, why did I bother? Anyway, this is the sums up the stream. Again, sponsored by Innis's Twitter. 100% true. Congress, I need a link. I need a link right now. I need a link right now. Are we doing Warhammer YouTuber parody? I might just do a Warhammer YouTuber tier list. And the bottom tier is Man Reads Book. Dragon Scorpion used to just read the points and yeah, from chapter approved in 8th. There was a when I did the I did like Professor Hellstorm does the Necron points, right? I don't know if you remember. Can I find it? Hellstorm Necron points. Maybe that'll come up. This one. Necron point analysis in chapter approved 2020. Look, this is when I used to do stats analysis and people.
Hey guys, and welcome. Exciting
today. Watching all videos. Anyway, Professor Hellstorm did a whole presentation about the percentage of points changes using a katana to point. Okay. Right, and I talked about like all the interesting changes, all the percentage changes, what's good, what's bad, the reason why. I hate watching all content. It's gross. And I like tried to do like an analysis about it and talk about like how interesting it was. And then Straggy Scorpion sat and read all the points out to the camera. Literally just all it was. All it was just Illuminati Cesares, 210 points. Necron Immortals, 100 points. Necron Warriors, 7 points. And got twice as many views as me. He just shows his hands, yeah, true. Like, why would I bother? Why would I do rules analysis when people tune into the one that's just a man reading a book? What's the point? What's the point? Why should I? I put all the effort in, and what am I rewarded with? Half the views of a guy just reading from a book. Anyway. Less forehead. Thanks, mate. Link in Discord.
Today, here in Sweden, in this Christmas, we celebrate on the 24th and not on the 25th. So this year, Christmas actually came on the days I usually upload. I hope you are having a relaxing and a cozy time together, either by yourself or with your families. I got these really cute Christmas apron that is way...
I'm fucking done. Fuck this. I've had enough. Friend. 50,000 views! What am I doing? What am I doing wrong?
Quickly stop complaining. Sergeant Reynal is the impassioned leader of the ancient, ardent kill team. Through cunning adaptation and unbridled determination.
52,000 views. No, I'm not whispering. I'm not whispering. Fuck this. The Warhammer 40k video is finally here. Merry Christmas to you. 40k and SMR is a good combo. What is wrong with you? Touch grass. This is unusual. Not many things surprise me as an ASMR video. 40k roll is actually quite high up there. Good work. Touch grass. How many other 40k videos you got? Dark Souls art. I mean, to be fair to this person, fucking get it, alright? Get the bag. But Jesus Christ. The problem isn't you, it's the people watching. Fuck me. 50,000 reading a kill team book. Ah! Why do I bother? Why do I bother? Your voice is Yorkshire, but not Sean Bean Yorkshire. I knew the fact that I don't sound enough like Sean Bean will always be the problem I have with success. What the fuck? What's going on? How many of your videos do you need to have together for 50k? Like 3. Depending which one you add, obviously. Like I do get videos that with that many views, but they are like hit and miss, you know? Anyway, chat. We're at ASMR Power World channel now. It's the only way. ASMR bat rate, but it's 22 hours long because neither player can hear their opponent talk through their faces. Oh, fuck me. Oh, I just want to kill myself. Anyway, chat, I'm retiring. I give up. I don't know why I bother anymore. What's the point? What's the point? I'll never understand. As soon as I think I'm gonna get it, I just don't get it. I'm just like wrong. I'm proving wrong every time. It's the podcast game. Yeah, the podcast game is strong, to be fair. I'm still looking for a studio, and the plan is to have a podcast set up when I'm there. Thanks, Des. Appreciate you, mate. Get Decknell for the ASMR bat rep, Jesus. Who's tagged me in general? Cheers, Patrick. Appreciate you. Anyway, he's made some memes, his old Magoo. The unrelenting Eldar win rate. The LVO title. Stopped by a freaking monolith. Cheers, Oscar. You're a star, mate. Breaking Edge channel to one game live. This stream only stops an emergency. Crying is not an emergency. Oh, fucking hell. It was funny. Some OG is here. Breaking Edge realised Wargaming Live is talking about them.
Love you, bye.
Thanks again,
Waving
Patrick. Breaking Edge realises a German-speaking market. That is what they do. They do German-speaking caching market. Like, any channel that is exclusively, like, one language that's not English is doing really well. Look at Deep Game Spain, for example. Magoo's been on it today. Are you at home board tonight? Mikey checking any other YouTuber. It is just me. It's just me. Anyway, this is it. Mikey right now, defeated by all leaves. I'm defeated. I just don't get it. I don't get it, chat. I don't think I'll ever understand. I don't think I'll ever understand, to be honest. My chat's broken. I can't see anything. Need a co-host for the podcast. That is the plan. Don't leave. I'm done, mate. I'm done. I ain't doing ASMR. I ain't sitting and reading a book. And I ain't doing both at the same time. Alright? I've got too much pride. Like a lion. A defeated lion that's leaving. As an ASMR 40k mini painter I watch, it's the best combo. Brennan, what are you doing? Stop killing me like this. Stop killing me like this. Don't sit there and tell me there's just ASMR everything that people watch instead of me because I've got a horrible accent. I know I've got a horrible accent. You have to remind me. Fuck me. Anyway. I want to play Power World now, but I don't know if I want to do it on stream or not. It's a real medical condition for some people. What? Whispering? Is whispering a medical condition? Or am I not understanding what you're saying? Chat, who's playing Power World? Let me know. She's in mouth breathing. Thanks, mate. The opposite. Scream while painting Warhammer. Fuck me. It gives a small percentage of people actual tingles. Yeah, no. I am a bit like just touch grass though. But is that you? Is that the Pokemon with gun? Yeah, there's a lot of drama about it, but I've started playing it today. I bought it last night at like 10. And I've put 9.5 hours in today. I literally got home from dropping George off at work and then played it all day. And then I watched the stream for content, the Wargames live stream, got the gossip, and then started streaming. I've done nothing else today. I'm so busy building in courtesy, you gotta stay. I don't have any other LVO drama, so people are gonna come into the stream and be like, "What's the LVO drama?" And then they'll say rewind, and then they'll say you're clickbait. So it's my birthday tomorrow. The plan is we're gonna go buy Lego. We're gonna build some Lego, and then we're gonna play Power World. I think it's very good. It's very, very good. Get the Pokemon mod. The Pokemon mod does look good. If you haven't seen it, chat, people say it's like Pokemon, but it's essentially like Elden Ring, Breath of the Wild, and Rust mixed together with Pokemon in it. Like that's actually probably closer to a point where I think they rip off Elden Ring more than Pokemon. What Lego? Well, I have the TIE Bomber that I still haven't built, and I'm going to go to the Lego store and see what they've got. Were you meant to be taking your actual birthday off? Yeah, we're playing Power World. What do you want from me? But Wednesday I'll be streaming. I'll be streaming the news, not about Warhammer, but probably about the general gaming news that's happening last week. Probably about Power World, jokes aside. Talking about all the drama around Power World, about the AI, about the blatant rip-offs, the inverted commas. And then I'll be building or painting under both a Warsphinx, the old world one, because wherever I put them, they're here. The Discord were very kind and gifted me a Necrosphinx/Warsphinx kit, so I think I'm going to build and or paint it on stream on Wednesday. I might even do some sponge blobbing, which would be cool. I think I'm going to build the Warsphinx. I really want to convert the Necrosphinx, so I'm going to paint the Warsphinx. What was I saying? I'm going to be doing that Wednesday. We might do an all-world battle report live on stream on Friday if we make this goal. If you did want to support the channel, now's the time. We're already 30 away. There's 140 people watching. So if 1 in 4 of you became a member, we'd make it tonight. which would be very cool. Wall Sphinx is such a good model. It is. I've been scheming. Let me see if I got the pictures. So there's a person called, I think she's called Pegasticks on Twitter. And then I say that out loud and I know someone's going to say something about that. Yeah, she's called Laura. She works at, she's a video editor. She used to work at GW. But this is the account. This is the account. Anyway, a while ago, she made a Lord of Change. She made this. And I'm like, that's fucking badass. I was literally typing as I got called out. Thought you might. I knew there'd be one of you that would say, oh, she's called Pegasticks. That's why I like her. She made this. And I'm like, they could do that. But not make it too Zinchy. I'm not bothered about the Zinchy. But I kind of want to make my Necrosphinx look a bit like this. Because it's fucking sick. And I also don't think it'd be that difficult. It's still an editor for GW. There we go. Like, look at that. So I think she uses it as a lot of change. I think if you don't replace the head, replace the wings, don't replace the head, still have this pose, use Magnus's staff but use the original blade, I think that'll be so good. So I want to do that for the Necrosphinx. I want him to be, like, on basically on his hind legs tall. So I'm not going to be building the Necrosphinx first, because I'm going to be using the... I'm going to be building something similar to this. A lot of change in the Mind Sphere Sphinx cat. Exactly. It's so good. Hey, Stim Callan! Thank you so much for gifting a membership! Oh my god, thank you! Thank you so much for gifting the membership. That's really kind of you. Look at that, we're so much closer now. Thank you, man. That's really kind of you. Thank you. Be like Strijin Callant. But yeah, it's sick. And then there was also this. This one. Open, please. There we go. Like this one. I like the conversion of putting the blades in his hand. That was a bit like maybe we could like use that as the top of the blade on this. Because I think the Necrosphinx is the Necrosphinx is sick, but I think the pose is always like let it down a little bit. It's very static because it's supposed to be rank and flank. But if you search like Necrosphinx or like Total War Sphinx, and there's like gifs of it like pounded into combat. This one, like, look at the War Sphinx. Look at it bound into combat. That's what it does. Like, but then you just see the model and it's like, I stand. I just stand. But then you see it like in action and it like bounds and stomps and smashes. So I'm a bit like, I want to make mine look a bit like that. You pronounce it the same as my name? Justin Callan. Thank you for the gift of membership. Got him. Sorry about it, Martin. I am used to it from work. Sorry, Stin Callan. But now you are Justin Callan. Justin Callan. Jamartin is Martin with a J, so we call him Jamartin. Now you pronounce it like Jamartin's name. You are merely Justin Callan. Thank you for the gift of membership, mate. Really appreciate you. So anyway, that's what I want to do. So I might build the War Sphinx like fairly neutral, but then build the Necrosphinx something cool. But I do want it to be bounding. I want something to be bounding, maybe. I don't know. Because I think it was sick. When I play Tomb Kings, this is the gif I think of. Just jumping in and smashing shit. So cool. Looks like anime Zoids. A little bit, yeah. Definitely. Happy birthday, getting nice presents. It's technically my birthday tomorrow. I did buy... the Discord got me the Necrosphinx, which is sick. Led by Mercenary, and I bought myself some Tomb Guard. Because I'm all in, baby. I really want to play Old World. I had such a great time. I got a video coming out probably the end of this week. Talking about my first game, which is fun. So which centaur ribcage is the Sphinx heart in? What do you mean? Is that a thing? The centaurs not have 2 hearts? I want to look. Yeah, I wanted to look a bit like this because this is the. Is it the Hyro Titan? They never actually made it as a model. I think that's the Hyro Titan. Oh, let me just skip.
Priests of ancient dynasties were rose from their slumber. They called in the visage of Nehekara's ancient pantheon were forged. When the Tomb Kings...
They actually never made this as a model. But they had rules. Because that's what Games Workshop... That's what it was the era of when Games Workshop made models without rules.
Rose from their
they made
slumber.
Rules without models, sorry. But people just made the Necrosphinx body and then just like some legs that one guy designed once and then sold.
Called upon the souls of the long-dead warriors and lich priests.
And look at the Necrosphinx there. It's got like 6 wings.
Whose bodies inhabited the...
Why has he got so many more wings?
...constructs, unleashing their wrath upon the enemies of the Tomb Kings, as the souls of the dead gave life to these ancient statues. With faces carved in the likeness of one of the Nehekaran deities of death.
Yeah, that's just the Necrosphinx body. They're not even hiding it.
Hero Titans radiate a sinister aura of magic. It is said that those who stand in the shadows of this mighty construct hear the cruel laughter of ancient gods ringing through their skulls.
Man, they're so cool.
The Hero Titans were constructed...
I never played Total War 2 though, which just feels silly.
...to stand within the uppermost chambers of the Tomb King's burial pyramids, and it was believed that they would act as spirit guides for the souls of deceased kings. The Hero Titan comes with 2 bound spells, Spirit Leech and Shem's Burning Gaze. These spells are bound as part of the Hero Titan's abilities, and as such will not drain your winds of magic. As well as this...
I almost pressed end broadcast then. I was so into it, I almost pressed end broadcast. Yeah, everyone just used to like convert them. Hero Titan or Hero Titan. Where is it? There was like 1 pair of legs that everybody used all the time. There was one guy converted them, and then everyone just bought those legs because it was like before 3D printing and stuff like that. Those ones, cool mini or not. It was like build a War Sphinx, buy these legs, you've got a Hero Titan. That was it. That was the conversion. Because for some reason, Games Workshop were in a stint. It's when all the chapter house stuff started as well. They're in a bit of a stint of like, what we're going to do is design model rules, but then not actually make a model. There you go. There's the legs as well there. Very funny. Very cool. That's Laura again. That's sick. Another one. Oh, that's the same one. Anyway, everyone has bought that 1 pair of legs. Very funny. You never played Total War Warhammer 2? No, I didn't. I played Warhammer 3 for a little bit. I was on Game Pass when it first came out, but my computer was really laggy and didn't like it. But I never played 2. Those two chapters remind me a lot of Mummy Returns. I think the entire thing is just Mummy Returns, right? Like, they alluded to it a little bit, but then they just completely went full ham with it with Total War. They have 2 arts, that's why they can love twice as much. I never knew that. Well, there you go. There we go. Are you going to 3D print anything stuff? We'll see. Maybe. Seems quite like Egyptian myth rather than Mummy Returns. Well, yeah, Mummy Returns is Egyptian myth. And it's just Tomb Kings are the same. Can't believe I read that out. I read all my chats. Sometimes if they're shit, I read them out and laugh. But sometimes I don't. So when do you go to the painting phase? I've been on once. I'm actually probably be going on again. But yeah, I've been on. There I am. Nearly a year ago. I think I'm going to have to go back to do my annual return. But yes, I have. I was on 10 months ago. Wait, you have? Oh, bro. Bro, now I'm going to have to read your message out and call you stupid. Sorry. I don't make the rules. So yeah, they've asked me. I think they've asked me to do it again. I've just been a bit busy, so I haven't managed to settle a time. Already repeating, folk. Yeah, yeah. I wasn't one of the first guests. I don't think. I think they were pretty established at that point. I mean, obviously that Peach is so fair, but I think they were like pretty established in terms of like doing podcasts when I was on. Anyway, chat, do I stream Palworld or not? I don't think I'll be streaming it tonight, but I am tempted to stream it. It's just going to be one of those things, though. I've been relatively surprised at the interest in Old World. I know Old World is still Warhammer, but I feel like I'll stream Palworld to like 4 viewers and then get sad. But on Friday, if we don't make the Old World live battle report goal, I'll probably stream Palworld instead. I'm going to go play it now, though. But just because I want to chill. I'll probably like start again. I might play it Wednesday. Might play it Wednesday for a little bit after the stream. And then on Friday, we'll do like maybe we'll like have a proper deep dive in the Legacy factions once I've actually read them. Because every influencer got the Legacy rules for the Old World armies early and I didn't. For some reason. No idea why. So I'll have to like go and read those and actually deep dive them. Do the game ASMR, Lambo. I want to kill myself. Jane Palworld doesn't have cross-platform multiplayer. Yeah. Yeah, I just think... I don't have an Xbox or anything, though, so I always play everything on Steam. I'm tempted to get an Xbox, but yeah, I just play on Steam, to be honest. Bernard, thank you for becoming a member. Thank you so much, Bernard. Make sure you join the Discord, mate. Thank you so much. That's very kind of you.
Member.
They're in Wargaming community. Yeah, I know, but I haven't read them because I haven't... They came out today, so... Like everyone else is doing like a breakdown and a deep dive or a battle report with them. I didn't get them, so I haven't had a chance to look at them yet. Which is a bit annoying, to be honest. Well. Anyway, chat. It's been fun. It's been emotional. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Thank you for hanging out on my birthday night. The night before. Game Eve. It just dropped on Game Pass. Oh, you're joking. Don't tell me it's on Game Pass. Oh, for fuck's sake. I paid 20 quid for it yesterday. Ah. What does Game Preview mean? I bought it on Steam. It was only 20 quid. It wasn't the end of the world, but... It's all early access, Lord Samurai, but I bought it on Steam yesterday. What's this LVO drama? I've rounded it out now, mate. We're all done, I'm afraid. Too late to refund it? I don't think so, but I probably won't. It was monolith size gap and people stealing content was the drama. Game preview equal early access. Okay. Fair enough. Alright, chat. 9 hours in, too late. Oh yeah, it's 2 hours into it. Yeah. Okay, chat. It's been fun. It's been emotional. And I do really appreciate you hanging out tonight. It's been really nice. I really appreciate everyone who supported the channel this evening. Who's donated or gifted the membership. It's been very cool and very epic. I just realised I had subscriber only on. I'm sorry. But tomorrow, I probably won't do anything. I probably won't even answer Discord. But we're going to go say hi.
2 SM battle reports. I think I hear a doorbell ring. But I'm ending stream, so if you have, it's too late. Thank you everyone who support the stream with a donation or a super chat. Or gifted memberships. It's been very, very nice. It's been very generous, so thank you. I do really appreciate it. I know there's a lot of people out there asking for money, asking for members. And I know times are hard for everyone, but I do appreciate every single one of you just for tuning in. Thank you. I do really appreciate it. I'm old now. I'm more humble. Because I'm the best goddamn stream you've ever seen. Thank you so much for watching. And hopefully I'll catch you on Wednesday for the morning news at 10:15 in the morning. Love you all and goodbye for now. Goodbye, goodbye. Bye.